Okay, so a little update on where we're at with the 3-inch Punisher. Put in the motor mount here the other day. All the epoxy's cured. I did something a little different. Now, when you put in the motor mount with the centering rings here, I always feel like I can never get enough glue on the top of the centering ring. It's something that always makes me paranoid. So feel free to call me paranoid. So anyways, I thought to myself, I should do something about this and get more epoxy in here somehow. But I don't know how after everything's all glued together. Well, what I did was I drilled a hole right there. You can barely see it. See, get in here real close. Closer. Okay, yeah, see. Yeah, now you can see it. All right. Right there it is. Drill a hole there. I took one of these syringes, put some really thin epoxy in there, which in this case was West Systems, and injected it. I just kind of rolled it around. Took the outer frame, just kind of rolled it around like this. Later, kind of spread all nicely and even in there. And you can't quite see it, but trust me, there's a good amount of epoxy down there. See if I can get it to focus. Not really. Okay, anyways, don't care anymore. I saw it. It's good enough. So there's that. Then the next step is I've got to take these fins, right? And you can see I've sanded them. I'm a good boy here. Sanded them down lightly. Cleaned them off, of course, with all that fiberglass dust. Now I'm going to put a little JB Weld on the end here. Stuff them in there. Let that JB Weld cure. And the problem with being an epoxy slob is I got to do things like this. Because I got to notch this out, because up in here, up in this area, underneath that, I mean, you saw it the other day, I've got little globs of epoxy in there and it's too late to grind them out. I didn't think of that. So I have to notch this to make sure that this fits in there just right. And I had to do the back end too. But I mean, structurally, that's not really going to make that big of a difference. Now, last thing is, to hold those fins in place, you really need to make yourself one of these. Oh yeah. So what I did was I went to payloadbay.com. They have a fin marking guide. You can cut those out. And actually what I did is I printed them out, rather, put it on this cardboard, then cut it out. The problem is I don't know why, this really has nothing to do with the rocket build, but I can't never figure out how to get this shape to center on the page when it prints out. This offset, it prints off to the side. I don't know why. Anyways, I don't think that's the fault of payloadbay.com or anybody like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way the PDFs come out. Anyways, I'm gonna use this to hold the fins in place while the JB Weld cures. And there you go. That'll be the next step. Next time you see it, next time you see this baby, you'll see it with fins on. How cool is that?